Ah. Hi guys, I'm Daddy Freeze, convener of the Free the Sheeple movement and leader of the Free Nation in Christ. I greet you and I bring glad tidings. I'm not going to stay long, so don't let it look like I'm holding you on. Careful, you to plug here. Uh-huh. Okay, it's better than that. So the topic today is there's been a debate between Sandra, the broadcaster, the broadcast journalist with Nigeria Info, and Anita Joseph, the actress. And Anita Joseph and Sandra don't seem to agree on this one. And here's what Sandra said first. Come on here, you guys don't sleep. They don't sleep, oh. That's why I'm here for them. So, let us start with Sandra's own first. Sandra says, babes, I promise you, your husband has no right to order you not to go out. Oh. It's not something to kiki about. It's not something to look forward to. And it's not something to need approval of. I'm trying to see the nuanced reason why this can or could happen. And I'm struggling. Anita Joseph responded, my husband has every right. If he says no, I can't go. Una go just they teach nonsense because no. So, two diverse opinions. And someone sent this to me, said, Daddy Freeze, what is your take on the matter? So I'm going to try to give some sort of a judgment on this. And I'm going to be somewhere in between both sides. First things first, in a marriage, a husband has right over you. Just the way you have right over your husband. And just the way some women can see things that will bring up problem in the future. It's just the same way men too can see things that can be. That women, you see, men protect themselves from what they consider dangerous. What they don't consider dangerous, they lose guard. Same thing with women. When we were growing up, if a boy came to look for my sister, he will see her in the parlor. But if a girl came to look for her, she'll go into the room. It tended to be safe to have a girl in the room and a boy in the parlor. These days, it's quite dangerous having a girl and a girl alone in a room. But our parents would not have batted an eyelid if my sister's friend, who was a girl, wanted to sleep over. And I'm sure many of you would not have any issues if your daughter's friend, who is a girl, happens to want to sleep over. You get where I'm going. So just as women, sometimes a guy will just see a girl and they're friends and they're cool, but the woman will know, no, I'm not going to tolerate that. The guy will be like, but we're just friends now. What's your problem? The same way a guy will look at his wife and be able to sense a dangerous relationship in the brew. A dangerous relationship in the brew. Sometimes, let me tell you, your wife's most dangerous friends or alliances are of her same gender. The ones you least suspect, those are the most dangerous ones. So your wife comes home one day, they look this her friend. You don't see say the friend no be better person, but your wife no fit see through him. Or your wife decides that, yeah, she's a bad person, but whatever, she's just my friend. And then she comes and says, we want to go for a girls' night out. And you say, no. Because you they see what she know they see. Mrs. Linda said, I don't do sleepovers, even if not dog. Even if. So many quarrels have started in a home where a husband has put his foot down and said, no, my wife, you are not going to this place. Of course, all those women that cheated on their husband, did they go and tell their husband that, hey, baby, I want to go and see my friend in the office, a guy? No. It's either she goes out somewhere with a girl or goes to the office they will always go to somewhere safe. But yet they still cheat. So how do they cheat? Ask yourself. How many women have actually told their husbands? It's like Mrs. Linda telling her husband that, I want to go and spend the night in Daddy Free's house. Of course, the husband is going to say, no, Daddy Freeze can be your pastor. Daddy Freeze can be somebody you like to listen to on social, but you're not going to spend the night in his house. So if Miss Linda wants to spend the night in my house, what does she do? She tells her husband that she has one friend called Mary Yoon, and they are going to be hanging out. And then they invite me to Mary Yoon's house. And so Miss Linda was in Mary Yoon's house, safe. But you see, husband will get sense. No go one make only you and Mary Yoon. You know what I'm talking about, and you know that I'm making all of the instances of cheating. None of them, 0% of them. The woman said, oh, I'm going to go and spend time with my male friend in his house alone. Is it at work, office, shopping, sports? They go to where you consider safe, where your guards are going to be down, and that's where they strike. Same thing with men. They are never going to come and tell you that, imagine as I'm a man now, I now like, maybe, I'm waiting for one of the girls to say something so I can say, use her as an example. Maybe, let's say, Samaria. Do you think I'm going to tell Tazebot, Tazebot, I want to go and spend the weekend in Samaria's house? No. I go don't call simply Vic for one corner, say, Baba, they come your house, but out of the 5 days where I won't come stay for your house, just no say, I go stay the first 2 days, we'll take plenty picture, we'll make plenty noise. Then the 3rd day, we'll drop me for Samaria house. Then you come and pick me on the 4th day and we continue our noise making. So it is for my wife to be connected enough and smart enough to be able to say, no, you are not going to Vic's house, because if you go to Vic's house, you're going to end up getting up to no good. So, according to the traditional ideology, a man can command his wife not to go anywhere. But you see, according to my ideology, any member of the couple, whether it's a man or a woman, any one of them can decide that they are not comfortable with an outing and tell the wife no. The good luck I have is everywhere I go, I drag taste buds with me, so it's more or less safe. At least me and you go there. Mrs. Linda, see, waiting grown man go spend night for another grown man house for. Now so that they run parade these days. And if you tell a woman not to go, my wife comes to meet me, oh, my friends are having a girls' night out at a club, we're doing dinner and then drinks. You and who are going where? The next thing they will say, oh, you are too controlling. Oh, you are paranoid. Oh, you are narcissistic. They will come up with all those their big English that they used to free themselves from foolishness. They say you are insecure. God bless you, made man you. All the whole Englishes in this world, they will use it to describe you just so that you can get out. You are controlling, you are toxic. So, do I believe a man has the right to tell his wife to sit back? Of course. That's why you got married in the first place. You can't just get married and decide that you want to go. And here's what I advise couples. You have a friend who was your old classmate and he's in town or she's in town and you want to hang out with your wife, let them also bring their husband. If they don't have husband, let them come and hang out with you and your wife. That is the polite way of doing things. Not the to Americanize your home. Especially those of you that want to stay a long time inside marriage. Many of you don't want to stay a long time inside marriage. And some of you are lucky. You meet Oyinbo people raised abroad. Women we meet men we raised abroad. Una get lucky. Nigerian man know they collect some kind things from woman hand. OT. But you see, I now consider it unfair. This is my own ideology, my own thinking. If I deny you going out, but then I go out to everywhere I want to go to, because you're my wife, you get to sit at home. It's either we all go together to yours and we all go together to mine. That way it is safe. I don't like forward friends. I don't like friends of my wife that when they come to the house, they come inside our room or they go straight into my wife's room. No. I don't like those kind of friends. I like people to know their place. If I come to your house, as close as I may be to you, I'm not going to march into your bedroom unless you invite me to. So once I notice a friend of my wife's, when she comes in, she will not sit in the parlor. The next thing they are coming into your room to go and knock and look for you. I start to worry. There's a kind of closeness you should not have with other people when you are married. And all these other people, the more they see, the more they advise. The more they see, the more they advise. They give advice, advisors, advisory council. Elders at the gates, that's what I call them. As the elders sit down judging at the gates, that's those elders that judge at the gates. But you see, this is not about me, it's about all of us. And I'm going to give every single person the opportunity. Overstepping boundaries, I know people like that. The next thing they enter inside your room and they start giving you advice. Once they enter your room like this, advice will delay. Even if the friend is married or the friend is single, if you come and visit, either join her in the kitchen or sit with her in the parlor. Once you start climbing to enter inside bedroom, it's a fault of the husband or the fault. If my friend enters my house and comes, simply if he cannot come to my house and enter my bedroom. I don't have any friend that comes to my house to enter my bedroom. Unless I need to invite them in. Someone said the divorced ones are the single ones. Those are the worst. Simply if you say, when I enter DF's house, I don't even take a seat until I'm told to do so. That is maturity. That's knowing your place. Of course, simply if it's somebody that is close to me and taste buds. Simply because the kind of person that if I'm in a meeting and he's in town and says, Daddy Freeze, I'm going to your house, but I'm not going to be there for the next 2 or 3 hours. Or if I'm not even in the country and simply if he comes to Nigeria, he can go and visit taste buds. Why not? The problem is the Western world has taught us not to have boundaries. One thing with me is I like to respect people's boundaries. Even vampires, even evil spirits, they respect boundaries. They don't enter where you are not, if you've not invited them. A vampire, Google it, will not enter your home unless you've invited them in. So if you dey sleep for night, you dey fear say vampire go jump fence, enter inside your house, come bite you for night. No, the only thing that will make a vampire enter your house is maybe they don't use time meet you for market. Tell you say, oh, I'm your new neighbor. It would be nice if you can see from time to time. I say, yeah, come over. You have to give that invitation. Of course, now you go more give the invitation. But if you're minding your business, a vampire can never come and visit you in your house. There are people, even parents, who don't know boundaries, siblings who don't know boundaries. Someone said, I learned my boundaries in the UK. Very good. Timoski said, the first stage of possession is called invitation. You have to invite. Even the demon has to be invited in. Mrs. Linda said, oh, I have someone that's been saying I haven't invited them to my house. You don't have to unless you want to. It's not by force. Omar says, not all. I give excuse often. When my married friends invite me over, I'm divorced. Now, let me hear from people instead of me just talking. I don't want to make this about me. What are your thoughts? Let me bring in a few people. Sorry, there's super glue on my finger. I tried to gum my watch case and it didn't turn out as well as I expected it to. So let me just hear your thoughts. I'm not going to stay too long because this is the third time I'm on today. The snorers have come. I live in Canada. If you don't invite, you don't knock. Even my car you don't even see my car in the parking lot. Someone said, do vampires actually exist? The debate right now is not whether they exist or not. It's the modus operandi. Please, if you don't have any business coming to my life, don't send me requests. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. Some people just join live and the first thing they do is send requests, then they go and sleep. Then you bring them on, like we brought somebody else on earlier on. 9 o'clock, the person was already snoring. How do people cope? Super glue, they make phone, they misbehave, Mrs. Linda, join me live. That thing I want to say, come and say it publicly. Mrs. Linda, how are you unable to join Egbamio? You don't get the new iPhone? Kilishi. Okay. Who are sending me requests? Let's hear them.
Daddy Freeze!
Brother, how far?
Hey, Daddy Freeze, I don't believe say you go pick my call. You don't go see my request.
How you doing?
I'm enjoying everything you're saying. I'm enjoying everything you're saying. What you're saying is the truth. What you're saying is the truth. They'll tell you during university days, we do all these things now. We will tell our friend they go out to social person. But behind, we can already get the plan behind the what you want go to. Even the friends you're talking about, where they come knock, those ones, now the ones we like the man, they like the husband of the girl. So then they come, now so that they drag close. When the woman don't shift, they'll give opportunity to enter. That's what so when you see them like that, that's a sign. That's a sign that they are attracted to the man. They are always too close. They want over familiarity. And when the man make mistake, now then go first castigate and talk. But you won't know that this woman with the castigate like the man.
Hallelujah.
You don't give that green light. They give that green light at all. So what did they talk now? The exact truth. Here for America, they America like this. Even though even come safe, it's my time for driveway safe. As long as I see, I go look camera. If you know, if I don't see, if I not invite you, it's friend. I don't go open door. You go ring bell, tire. You go ring bell. Nobody go. Because you are not invited. Even my wife, I thank God she did here. She did hide face.
Make I see her face. So I quickly show her face.
The hide face. Put your face.
Your wife fine, oh.
I know now. That make another alarm go anywhere.
Hey, Baba say wife fine. That's why I don't allow her to go anywhere. I don't get topical. Jackpa. My wife is too beautiful. I don't allow her to go anywhere.
No,
Ada Blessing, where are you?
I'm dressing up.
Anywhere you cannot, your wife cannot carry you to. Anywhere your husband cannot carry you to. There's something about that place.
There's something about that place. God will bless you. Now, here's the thing, yeah.
It's a business.
Here's the thing, yeah. A lot of women do not understand this. Because in truth, in their mind, they are going to do something right. They are not going to do something bad. But as street boys, as pentagons, you know what pentagons are? I want to take pentagon. Those who don't take for outside will be street. A pentagon like me, I know, no matter how innocent a waka looks, I know bad waka.
Yes.
I be pentagon now. That boy that they warned you about when you were growing up is me. So we know all the tricks in the book, the written and unwritten rules. You understand?
Yes.
We know the written and the unwritten rules. We can tell. Let me tell you something. I was in a relationship once. The person I was in a relationship with, her friend came to visit us with a friend. If you see this girl, hot girl. I just see him like this for my house. She sit down, she smile at me for my house. Nah, my babe friend, my babe bring her friend over. Her friend come bring friend. We dey inside the house like we look ourselves. Like say nothing happen. I can't begin to use my eye, give her sign. I just raise my phone like this. She did like this. I did like this. I was passing across my O. The girl type O. I like this. 8. I'm not joking, no. The girl type 8. The girl like this. Means yeah, see. Inside conversation. 2, 3, 1. Now so I give my phone up. The next thing she just flash me. I see the number. I just save her. Inside house. Inside house. I'm not making this up. The next event where I jam this girl, now forward they go. Somebody say I cannot be a lecturer. God don't deliver me since now. You know, see the fine girls will get for Free Nation. How come none of them don't come raise hands, say me and them get anything? So you need to understand that for my babe, the girl I was dating, she don't know. She just felt it was her friend, but her guard was down. She they suspect me and my neighbor. Where are they confide in about issues with me and her they get? That one should they suspect. Should they always go fight that one? Meanwhile, the one where they run now, her friend bring that one house. One day, this my babe carry her friend come. I just hear knock for door. Ah, babe, what's up? I just open the door. Meet my friend where I don't been since. For back of car. And I say, oh, how are you? Nice to meet you. My friend will be staying over for 2 or 3 days. So, do you mind? Ah. So we dey parlor, they watch television. My babe go get up, go room, leave me and that her friend before we can't they look ourselves like this. We dey look ourselves. Meanwhile, the person where my babe they suspect, me and that person not get anything.
Exactly.
And that person no believe say, I dey run parade inside house. Among the friends where my babe they bring come. Sometimes, they'll tell you, I'm not going anywhere, I'm not going, and you go sit down for house. Okay, I'm not going anywhere. Then they go bring meat, come give you for house.
Free meat.
Free meat. You understand? Sometimes they call it on your lap. It fell on your lap. You did not go looking for it. You did not go scouting for it. You did not go searching for it. It just fell on your lap. Who is a good man enough to say no to something we fall for in lap?
I wonder. They will say, some people will say, we have self-control. Self-control. Self-control for where?
Self-control how? I no tell you the time where my babe say me could go greet her sister. Her sister and her husband were staying together. Mo go greet them. Now we go their house. So sit down, they give me coke. I begin to sip my coke like good boy. Where are they sip my coke? My babe sister friend where they live with them come out. She did there with her boyfriend. Meanwhile, me and Andy run parole. Like some 2 years back, we can't leave ourselves for one. We just, those paroles we feed off without cutting it off. It wasn't properly severed. She was there with her boyfriend. As me and the boyfriend they talk, the babe does they look me from back. Wait how they look and wait I want to do. The next thing, this was the worst thing that happened to me in my young age. The next thing, I wanted to use a bathroom, and apparently someone was in the bathroom. So they said I can use the bathroom in the visitor's room. So I just enter the bathroom for visitor's room. I dey inside bathroom. I don't finish. I can't try freshen up. The girl was the one staying in the visitor's room. She just bust bathroom, enter, just see me. Papa, on my lap. What could I have done?
No.
How do you say no to that kind of thing?
It does hear them push sugar for person, man.
Wait, go spit up.
If you get diabetes, you go spit up. Yes.
So that is why the Bible says, flee from temptation.
True?
The Bible says, it's better to flee than to resist.
True.
If I was not there that day, I would not have to resist. Baba, forget it. Maybe now, as a man of God, I will resist. That time, there was no power. The mind was willing, but the flesh was weak. Now the girl begin kiss me. Baba, the girl begin kiss me. And initially, let me not lie, I did not want to kiss her back. I'm telling you the truth, I did not want to kiss her back. She started to kiss me. I won't say no. Bolahon said, dude, it's happening, bruv. Who am I? So sometimes when they tell our women, again, one guy will tell me one story. He said there is a guy that he had to relocate. He owned jackpot, no beyond to money. He owned jackpot, no beyond to say Nigeria no safe. He owned jackpot be say in wife and that her ex, which is supposed to marry, they stay the same town. The ex they bench am. Anywhere the wife see the ex, she go just melt. They were still in love. He did not get it on time. So I think the parents said they cannot marry. You know those kind of love that the parents will say, Lila, you are not going to marry because the papa and the other papa, they are arch rivals. So they prevented them from marrying. Sometimes you have this same situation when they have this sickle cell incompatibility. Two people will love themselves, like say they won't buy the content and say they're not married because of sickle cell. Then the two of them go their separate ways, go and marry other people. Then that sickle cell picking, they go born out for the person where they come marry. Because the bench should not go end. If he end for 5 years, one day they go just jam for supermarket, it starts afresh. It can end again for another 2 years. One day they go just jam somewhere. These guys say they relocated to the UK. After a while, he found out that the guy came to the UK, carrying wife again, go America. And I asked him, I said, why do you put yourself through so much bondage? He said, I love my wife, and I know she cannot resist him. I said, oh my God, a man that has sense? Me? I said, why you not tell the guy? You know those men, me, hot water now they use, they wait for you. Now me go use my wife phone, type, say, I'm at home, baby. Come and meet me. My husband has gone to Abuja. Hammer, nail, hot water, all the corrosive items I can find. None of the cars go start for the next 1 week because their battery water they inside one cup, they wait for you. So when you come like me, I pour out for your body. Make your body begin bite you. When I come pop pepper. When I come plug you to electricity, make you they work like fan. As they see me, I know where low. Small SERIAL buyer. Tendency they my blood. Once you offend me, if no be the God where I begin preaching message, normal me you offend me. Mo le torture èèyàn. Can plug here, mono. Come out when can turn. You know when you on electricity, go off am again. Me and best do like this. On am again. So all of them they laugh. Now true word that they tell you. Ada, what do you have to say? I've talked too much. About everything you have heard this night. About what? About the Iranian.
I joined late.
Oh.
I was half asleep.
You Ada lie. They say short people sabi lie. Now today I believe them. Tolu Honeycool, yeah, come and put mouth. Ada says she doesn't want to talk.
My man is 6'2".
Amen. So you the wear stilts with that, no be so. You know that the way people they wear, where they make them tall. So by the time you wear stilts, you can't wear high heel under the stilt. You go reach like 5'2". Tolu Honeycool, this light when you know they on for night, waiting they happen.
That please, me and Ada were sleeping.
You and Ada were sleeping together. Oh wow, nice to know. But that's what she said.
She didn't say together.
We're sleeping. We're both sleeping. She was sleeping. I was sleeping.
We were both sleeping and we're sleeping together. Please, the English where I learned for this life. Explain it for me. The two of them come from darkness. The two of them delay where go wear clothes. Wait, let me tell you. When I brought Ada first waited for a long time. She go wear clothes on light. I brought Miss Honeycool. She go wear clothes on light. Then Miss Honeycool come confess, say we're sleeping together. The both of us were sleeping together.
You're putting words in my mouth.
Okay, how did you say
We're
it?
not in the same country. How?
Who says that stops anything these days? Okay, Tolu Honeycool, on the light. I want to see your face when you are lying to us so we can know.
You're welcome. Okay, I'm on the light.
Oh yeah. Tolu, I want to hear you. Ada no one talk.
No. We're talking about best friends, having your friends over and all of that. I mean,
See as Tolu Honeycool come fine today. You can't dey relaxed after this small encounter where you and Ada been get.
That freeze, I
Oh
think.
yeah, go ahead.
I'm straight.
Friends over for what? Ada, please tell me.
Friends over for what? You said no, they agree. I thought I was the only one.
I thought I was sleeping. You think it's a lie? I just heard you talking about, what did I say? Here you talking about. You talk about something.
How do people watch somebody's live and you are sleeping and you are typing in the comment section? Is this not juju?
No, you say you go pour something on top person, all the corrosive something on top person where you understand. And now they I hear they laugh. So that the free. So you get this thing, tendency. Not the laugh. That the free. No one person over.
Can you imagine? Oh yeah, let me bring Timoski. Let me bring another person.
At the end of the day, whoever wants to be faithful will be faithful.
Is a lie.
Yeah.
Is a lie.
I'm serious.
Fem.
No.
Peer pressure.
Peer pressure. Baba, this thing where they talk. This thing where they talk. Hold on.
I advise married
is a lie.
Not to have single friends.
What about married men? What about married men?
Oh yeah, I remember.
Hold on.
Women as friends.
Hold on. Hey, this guy is telling you the truth. Ada, whoever will stay faithful will stay faithful. In your mind, you are faithful, but you don't do 3 away matches. But in your mind, you are faithful.
I don't do any away match.
Ada, now wait, enter marriage first. Make you see as marriage. We forget boyfriend and girlfriend dating. You know. Marriage is a totally different ball game. You and this person have been together for the same for 3 years. He has been annoying you. You know what it is to live with somebody. You see, boyfriend and girlfriend stage sweet too. Even if you live together as boyfriend and girlfriend, it gets stage. Once marriage don't enter, you enter your bathroom, you see say the pint everywhere. Your body go calm down. You'll be looking for that break by yourself.
People do that when cohabiting.
You come and visit me for the weekend, you hang your pint for the weekend. When you're going on Monday, you carry your pint now. The one where your pint will get space permanently.
You want to leave it there as a signature.
No.
Some guys go put and make another girl enter. Make any girl enter go see, but some men go come out. As they come out, they carry and
as they come out, they'll help you carry them.
You've been from. No worry, your wife don't sleep. Tell us.
Baba, men they do these things. You see, the moment you enter marriage, all these people wear their mouth. Why do virgins, a girl, waited till she was 28 in her father's house, and she not bench? She come marry. When she was 35, she began cheat on her husband. Explain it to me. Make it make sense. Person, if you wait 28 years with all the pressure, she marry as V. Small marriage pressure for 8 years. She begin cheat.
Person tell me, one girl tell me, say, he don't date one guy. Say, why he no go free marry the guy? Be say, he won't get experience. Say, if he date this guy, in the suspect, say, if he date him, if he marry, I'm sorry. Say, if he marry this guy, in the suspect, say, he go cheat on him. Now I ask why. He said, because he don't know how it feels for another man, because that's the first man we don't ever meet. He say, he go, even though he married the guy, he go want to see how it be to be with another person. So, any woman, that's what it be. If a woman go stay virgin 35 days married, he go still, because now only that man he don't meet. It's not, he go want to say, oh, man try another person. But that will only happen if you give room. Like I say, some people feel say remain faithful.
And that is why I tell people,
we will carry them come out.
Don't marry until you are 30. Try not to marry until you are 30. Until you are 30, you don't really have a clue what you are doing. Until you are 30, you don't have a clue what you don't know what you really like. Have you noticed that those of you that are 40, there are things you did not like in your 20s and you thought you'd never like them, and you find yourself liking them when you are 40. At 30, the problem, let me explain to you how dangerous 30 years before 30 is. If you are going to live to be 70, right, by 30, you have not even lived half of your life. So how do you know what you want? You have not been exposed to everything you're going to be exposed to your whole life. You have not been exposed to half of it. Now, most of you are praying to live to be 100. Do you know before 30, at 20, you have only lived 20% of your life? Literal 20% of your life. What do you know? How do you make a decision when you haven't seen? It's like Ada asked me what car is it, and I now show her a drop of the paint. How do I expect her to make a choice whether it's a BMW or a Mercedes Benz by a drop of paint? So that's why you people get into trouble, because you haven't seen anything yet and you make a decision, and then by the time you've seen 10 more years, between 25 and 35 is just 10 more years, you have seen so much more, and then you realize that I made a mistake. Most of the people who marry or stay in successful relationships usually do so after 30. The majority of it. Even foreign advice will tell you don't marry before you are 30. Because you've not seen any of this world. You just think you have. Someone like Ada will mature quick. Yes, you've seen a lot at your young age. But still, let me warn you. As you mature quick, now so you will continue to mature quick. So by the time you are 35, you would have seen what 45-year-old people have seen. So you've got to be careful. So when you say person will no one cheat, it's a lie. You never see the temptation. And when you get married, Ada, trust me, I've not seen it. How old are you? What have you seen before in your life?
You know some of them.
Baba, when you are married and you and your husband are stressing yourselves and you are quarreling and you are living in a stressful marriage, and then somebody offers you, and then now let me tell you the beauty.
Marriage.
Hold on, let me tell you the beauty of knack inside marriage. That's why it's such a big sin, because usually, unlike normal bench, knack inside marriage has no strings attached. A married man where they knack married woman, the married man does not want to leave his marriage. He does not want the married woman to leave her marriage. They are enjoying the moment. That's the most dangerous part. And you get that when you are married. You meet someone who you like, who is telling you all the things your husband has failed to tell you. It don't happen to me before. I've said this story before. I wanted to go and buy a car. So I went into the car shop, brand new car showroom, and my sweet mouth, normal me that I psych babes. The lady in charge was a woman. The person in charge was a woman, and I just started complimenting her on to motor where I want buy machine, and they had sold all the cars, so there was just one left in the whole country. Brand new car. They bought them off the ship, so there was just one left, and I wanted her to give me that one. So I just entered, and she was pregnant. So I just entered inside the office and say, you're looking fine. You are fine, no. Or long, Obango. I just run my mouth on to help me maintain cow. This woman took it to her head. I swear to you, I'm not making this up. And she brought it to me on a platter. Now me thank God. That one, I don't know how to not enter that parole. It's from one day psyching. And she told me that what I said to her today, in 8 years of marriage, her husband has never said it to her before. I said, Mogbe. I just noticed that she began to call me regularly with Bele. With Bele. You didn't tell me, say you don't see it. You never see anything before. I guarantee you that you have not seen 2% of what you're going to see in life. Married woman begin through with Bele. Now I understand. Say marriage is different from boyfriend and girlfriend. That girl, if she was single and I talked to her and I chase her, she would have told me no. Marriage now make me appealing to her. And you see, I wasn't appealing because I was fresh. I wasn't appealing because I was mixed race. I wasn't appealing because I was rich. I was appealing because I said the right things.
And then it is coupled with everything else. It's not just the right thing.
I'm telling you. So beware as women. You think you have the power. You think you hold the aces. You think you are in control. But 90% of the time you are not. So avoid situations that will put your power to test. Christ went into the wilderness to look for the devil to tempt him. Do you think you could resist the temptation? Flee from temptation. Inside the prayer where Christ teaches us to pray to God, he not say, Father, let thunder chase my enemies. He said, lead me not into temptation. It is a cardinal. He did not pray against enemies in the prayer that he taught us. He did not pray for money. Father, give me BMW. But you see that temptation for Christ to include it. There's a scripture that Paul also said. Let me read it to you. You don't get them. Let me read this scripture to you. I doubt for say make you read them, but your Bible, but you don't get Bible there. First Corinthians chapter 7 verse 5. It says, do not deprive each other of fakafiki relationships unless you both agree to refrain from intimacy for a limited time so you can give yourselves more completely to prayer. This is Paul speaking. Afterwards, you should come together again so that Satan will not be able to tempt you because of your lack of self-control. Here is Paul writing a letter to the church, telling the church that you don't have self-control. That no matter how much you stay away because of prayer, once you finish that prayer, quickly go bench. Because you don't have self-control. As in, it is there. All of you saying is in the Greek of it said akraisen himon. Lack of self-control of you. So anybody, the first set of people that we should be aware of are the people that think they have self-control. Like Ada.
True.
Once you think you have self-control, you are setting yourself up and you will struggle in marriage. I'm not making it up. You will struggle because you will that confidence and marriage will humble you.
Have you heard once the bell, always the bell? It's better not to find yourself in that kind of situation.
It's better not. Now, some people say, do you allow your wife to make friends with her exes? God forbid. What are you doing with your ex?
Yeah, that's recipe for disaster.
Recipe for disaster. Your ex, even if it's a high school ex, knows a part of you that I don't. You guys went to class together, you went to school together. They can connect, and let me tell you, the connection, they always fire. You know those phone numbers, when you call once, they connect. Is easy. Stop gambling these things. And they always tell people tend to be overconfident in this. It was 10 years ago, it can never happen again. He's just going to say, he's not going to even try. When he tries, you will catch him. It is when he doesn't try that you fall. Once
somebody
he's trying,
in 10 years, and you now see them, and they even look better than they did before. You see, sometimes
if you see them 10 years, after 10 years, you're like, why was I even tripping?
That's the thing. That happens. Now, let me tell you, when you now start to talk, you see, the two of you come and say, why am I don't even find that attractive? Then you start to gist. Then you realize I can talk for 3 hours. You don't bring up a topic like, there's one woman that used to sell chicken in my school when I was in secondary school, Mama Nike. What do you think of Mama Nike's chicken? Said, Mama Nike's chicken was nice. So, hey, I remember one day, you know why I said I was going to talk to you again? You bought Mama Nike's chicken and you bought it for Wally. And I wanted that chicken that day. Baba, una fit talk 5 hours. You have a connection. Then the guy said, you know, that time you kissed out that boy. That thing pained me. I went home crying. Really? We're just children. By the time you talk like that, 3 hours today, 3 hours, after 5 times like this, no need for plenty talk. Anyway, una jam, na benching. I'm telling you, it's easy.
No, I disagree.
Don't
What
worry.
if
When
that
you
ex is
marry,
not
after
really
10
doing
years,
it?
me and you sit down and have this
Wait,
conversation
what
again.
if you're married to a guy who does it so well and your ex was not that good? Even though you
Let
see
me tell you
that
something.
ex,
You
they
marry
will
a
not be
guy
in it.
who does it so well. You are lacking 20. In every relationship, there's a 20% you're lacking. It might be he does it so well, but he doesn't talk much. He doesn't know how to talk. You don't have any experiences. He doesn't like your kind of music. He doesn't like your kind of movies. He just wants to watch football and drink beer. I don't know if I'm making sense to you. What are your thoughts, Tolu Honeyco?
What did you say?
What are your thoughts?
Old
No,
fire.
you are right. Absolutely. Yeah. Somebody you haven't seen in a long time, and you now find yourself in the same space,
Yes.
and everything is right. And maybe the music is right, the person looks even better, everything is, atmosphere is just right, everything is, sparks are flying, the feelings you thought no longer exist is still there, everything is, that's a recipe for bad things to happen.
Recipe for disaster. So here's the thing. Why are you allowing your wife or your husband maintain any form of relationship with their ex?
Yeah. Don't hang out with your ex. Don't do nothing with your ex.
Trust me, women could not. Now, let me tell you, in all
I'm not asking
honesty,
people to be
that
friends
your
with their
wife that
ex,
says,
though.
I just want to be friends with my ex. Let me tell you something. Ada,
No.
you Ada, you get one of your ex. If that guy meets you 20 years from now and says the right thing, that's why are you doing like this? Because you know that I'm connecting with you.
Never again. No.
I still remember some of your tears over that ex.
You don't see charcoal we don't off where akara woman use fry where akara. After some time, that charcoal don't off. If you carry fan, you blow the charcoal.
God will bless you.
True. And there's some exes that you don't really part on a bad note. Like, it's not like you guys like had a major misunderstanding or something. Maybe you just, found yourself at different places at different times. Maybe you traveled, you located or something, something like that. That kind of person that, you still care for in a way. Things can happen if you
Charcoal, they reignite too. And let me tell you, women, when a woman will follow some men, you wonder, how did you follow this kind of man? What were you thinking? That's a woman's brain for you. That's a woman's brain for you. Someone said, Ada on TikTok. Ada, how many times did I call you? I like the way people are giving it to you today, Ada. This overconfidence, no carry a mental marriage. You see, let me tell you, as a single girl, you are living by yourself, you are free. Enter marriage first, because make you say as it be. You are stuck with one guy, you've been stuck with him for 5 years. There's something missing, and your ex has that one thing that your husband has 80%, but there's just that 20%. It might be that he's not good in bed. It might be that he's not a good talker. It might be that he's not funny. You understand? And you don't really need that funny. He pays the bills. He loves you, buys you flowers, does everything you need. But then you jam that ex. We not do any of these things. But that's one thing where they missing. You go forget that 80%, follow that 20% till you enter trouble.
Butterflies are hard. It's hard to keep butterflies going. The butterflies you feel in a new relationship. After a while, it's not like that. So, meeting someone new or someone from the past, those butterflies start again. You start feeling those butterflies. It's a whole new, it's.
The thing is, women are moved by what they hear. A man is moved by what he sees. A woman, no matter the trust, no matter the millions you've given to her, no matter the Rolls Royce, just gonna and come once and say, all this is your husband they do. Now just make your eye come out. They go forget all the love in seconds because they are moved by what they hear. That's why you go see one crippled man go, ugly man go carry one. You go ask you get, what did this man tell you?
I used to have a
They
friend, short, black, and not good looking. If he wants to, he don't collect my woman before many times. Me and I'm the drag woman. I never win him before. I don't win many guys for woman. I never win this guy before. One day, and guess what? He don't collect my own babe before. There was one babe that used to come and look for me that year. This my guy could just follow and talk. Now, like for instance, now I go Lagos, meet one babe, begin the run now, can't go Ibadan. As I go finish, he take over from there, continue the run. This guy was short. He was not richer than me. He was not more handsome. He was black and short and not good looking at all, but he did collect my babes. And me, I never collect your own babe, and I collect people babe steady. So I asked him one day, I said, what do you? He said, you haven't noticed. Before we even see, I finished the work on the phone. He talks. He talks and he enters their head. There was one girl that tried to chase his girl. The girl go report me, give him, say, why is your guy chasing me? Meanwhile, he did bench, he get one for me girl where they date that year. Anytime I come out and go, they help me, they maintain for me. Anytime I come, you go hand them back to me. But me one more to me. I'm not making this up. And you girls all know this. Even you, Ada, you know this. Be rolling your eye like winch. So those are my thoughts. That's as far as I would be able to be opportuned, as my Nigerian brothers and sisters will say, to go. Finally, brother, what are your thoughts?
My thought is there's nobody perfect. Even the Bible says we are all working towards perfection. So sometimes, even if your wife is a priest, even if your wife is a whatever she is in the church, a deacon, a deaconess, everybody can fall. We should have that at the back of our mind, that temptation, anybody can fall into temptation. Even Christ say, lead me not into temptation. It means he knows that even when he was about to, when he passed the devil, he cast the devil down. Now, because he knows the power of temptation. Any man, the strongest of men, of them all have fallen through temptations. So my advice is, especially for women, what I always advise married women, and I tell my wife, is that your single friends, you see your single friends, you can have, people can talk on phone, but all this, come follow me to a party, she's not single. There's no sort of responsibility attached to her. So she can tell you, forget your husband is not here, do this, do that. So married women hanging with single women, me, I kick against that. I like them, even though married women still cheat though. But it's more safer to let your wife roll with married people too. Not every time your wife will tell you that. A friend of mine that the wife likes going out with a single friend of hers that has a child in the house. So what does that your friend? What does she have to teach you? That's what I looked at it and I'm like, I don't put my mouth in people's marriage, but that was what I was thinking. You have a friend who is a single mother at home, and every time she takes you out to party, you have your husband at home. What does that woman have to teach you? So if you're a married woman, you roll with married people too, to me. And there's nobody above temptation. Anybody can fall. So nobody should feel like I am Iron Man, I'm Batman, I'm Superman, I am married, I have self-control. Anybody can fall. Anybody can fall. And also the aspect of you letting your wife's friend, every time she comes, there should be boundaries. She'll come and knock at your door. Why is she coming to knock the door where your husband is with you? That's your secret place. You don't let her come and knock and you enter and you see your husband's boxers hanging somewhere. Or you look to me, a married woman shouldn't let a single friend come into their room too. And
even your married friends, what are they doing in your room?
Even the married ones, don't let anybody come to the room. The room is any woman that walks to your friend, no matter how close, that friendship is too much. There's something involved. Look deep inside it. Any friend that would like
someone said so widows can't have married friends anymore. Widow wake your husband. Beware of them. Of course you can have friends. But you see, when you what do you mean by friend is why are you following them out to hang out? Friend is
exactly.
We meet at the pool, you bring your kids, I bring mine. Once you and widow don't they go club, you don't pass friendship, you don't turn another thing.
That's so. That's small. Now small you go say try and leave this thing.
What about bachelors? I mean married people, can they have bachelors as friends? Married men?
No. Let me tell you why. Bachelor house now there they go bench.
He just shouted that. She just said it because I have a bachelor that's a friend. She said, what of you? So, no, it's the same thing. But the only thing is, this my single friend. What you understand is, me as his friend, when he calls me, he'll tell me your wife's there around. And my wife heard that every time he calls. So my wife was like, what? Why is he always asking, is your wife around? You know why? That's why whenever I'm talking with him, I'm always with my wife. I say, no, he's not around. Because he likes talking dirty. He talks dirty. Always talking dirty.
You see now.
So imagine that my wife was like, if I was always like I want to talk to him, I go outside to talk to him. The next thing that will come to my wife's mind is that I'm cheating on her. But when he calls me, he asks me, your wife did? I say, no, she know that she come out. So she's there and she hears everything he says. She still, even if he talks dirty, she still feels confident that with all these things, I'm still letting her. And I don't go out alone. If I'm going out, everywhere I go, except the business meeting, I go with her so she feels safe. So I'm doing it so that when it's her own turn, she's going to do the same thing for me. So now she can't just wake up and tell me, I want to go for an all-girls party. You want to go for an all-girls party? I'm going to dress like a woman. I'll wear a wig and join you. You can't just
100%.
I'll do all-boys party too. You dress like a man and come. So you don't let anything come in between you and your spouse. And we should always play safe and guard our hearts. Anybody can fall.
If you marry young, there's tendency to have a lot of single friends, because if you're the first in your, friend group to get married, you would end up having a bunch of single friends. But the thing is, once you get married, there's a tendency for you to gravitate towards married people like yourself. You just find out that most of the friends you're in constant communication with are people that are married like you. It just happens. Or when you become a mom, you find out you start having mom friends as well. People that have kids, people that have kids in general, people that have kids in the same age group as your kids. It just happens.
True.
So guys, that's as far as we can go today.
Okay.
We are going to keep continuing more and more each day. Don't worry about it. We're all gonna have fun. I love you guys. See you tomorrow. Bye. Good night.
Bye.